What would you do if you woke up, your sister was missing, everyone else was gone, and monsters are everywhere? You take it upon yourself to head straight into danger and look for your sister, of course. This is Tormented Souls 2, a game that picks up only months after the harrowing events in the first game. Caroline Walker, still haunted by what she's been through, travels with her sister Anna to the quiet southern Chilean town of Villa Hes. At her psychologist's recommendation, the trip is supposed to help Anna recover. Instead, it becomes something far worse. They arrive by train and are greeted by a smiling nun who's unsettling in all the wrong ways. The pair are led to a convent that feels off from the moment they walk in.
And the crucifix here was carved by a single piece of marble by a local sculptor. Can I just say how very happy I am to finally have you with us?
That night, Caroline wakes up to find Anna missing. She follows a scream down the hallway, only to see her sister restrained by nuns, while a towering figure grabs Caroline's arms and holds her in place. The head nun, Mother Lucia, tells her they've been waiting years for these two girls to arrive. Caroline then gets knocked out. When she wakes up, she's alone, lying on a bed, nearly naked, her body pierced by thick needles. She removes them herself, trembling, and steps into the dark. The convent that looked strange before is now unrecognizable. Lights flicker, walls bleed, doors lead to places that shouldn't exist. Whatever was hiding beneath Villa Hes has now come fully to the surface. The reason she's here makes the whole thing even more tragic. Anna has a condition where the things she draws eventually come true. Caroline thought bringing her to this retreat might help. Instead, it was a trap. Mother Lucia's cult clearly has a purpose for them, something tied to the strange phenomena surrounding the convent and whispers of another realm known only as the Other Side. From here, the game drops you into classic survival horror territory. Tormented Souls 2 wears its inspirations proudly. It's deliberate, slow, methodical, and by the time you hit the later chapters, the dialogue isn't just cheesy, it's full-on B-movie cheese delivered with a straight face. The developers clearly know what kind of game they were making. You can toggle between tank controls and modern stick movement. I went with the latter. It's faster and smoother during combat, but if you want to feel like you're back on a PlayStation 1 controller, the option's there. The structure of the game is classic. Explore, solve puzzles, manage resources, and survive. The convent and surrounding areas are large and interconnected, and you'll spend a lot of time backtracking through them. Fortunately, you're given a detailed map that marks locked doors, solved puzzles, and key locations. It makes exploration much easier without stripping away the tension. Combat is straightforward but punishing. Ammo is scarce, and you'll constantly feel the pressure of deciding whether to shoot or save your bullets. The most efficient approach is to knock enemies down with ranged weapons, then finish them off with melee attacks while they're on the ground. Even then, running dry on ammo is common. I had to fight purely with melee weapons at one point, and that kind of forced improvisation keeps the tension alive. Caroline's weapons are improvised too. Early on, she constructs a gun that fires nails using a pressurized air canister. It's crude but effective. Combined with her calm demeanor and eye patch, she looks like a survivor forged by trauma, someone who's seen worse and refuses to break again. Saving works the way it used to, with recording tapes on tape recorders. Each time you save, Caroline briefly reflects on what's happening, adding small pieces of narrative that tie the story together. Safe rooms bring that warm, nostalgic moment of peace. The soft track that tells you you're safe, even when you know you're not. Puzzles are the game's backbone. They're creative, logical, and force you to think. You'll rotate objects, inspect details, and combine items to create tools or keys. Every puzzle feels handcrafted, though it's worth saying that a few are overtuned, crossing from clever into outright punishing. Even one of the game's endings is locked behind what feels like a meta puzzle, which can be a bit much after a long playthrough. Then there's the other side mechanic. Throughout the game, mirrors let you cross into a distorted version of the world, a grotesque reflection where the environment twists into a nightmare. What you do in one world affects the other, and solving puzzles often means shifting realities to trigger changes. Some sections even involve time travel, letting you alter the past to influence the present. This mechanic actually ties deeply into the main plot. Darkness is your biggest enemy. Stay in it too long and it's instant death. For most of the game, your lighter is your main light source, and that fact alone builds constant tension. If there's no steady environmental light nearby, you can't unequip your lighter to pull out a weapon to fight, you need to run. That trade-off turns even simple encounters into moments of panic. The inventory system modernizes the formula without breaking it. There's no storage chest, no running back and forth to manage space. Instead, everything is neatly categorized: tools, equipment, and documents, and several tools are reusable. It keeps the pacing tight while still respecting the old-school feel. The environments are oppressive but detailed. From candlelit corridors to a literal torture museum beneath the convent, the game sells the atmosphere completely. Caroline's calm reactions almost make it funny. She'll walk through a room filled with blood and body parts like she's just mildly inconvenienced. It's unsettling, but also part of her identity. She's been through hell already. This is just another round. Even without playing the first game, the story stands on its own. The lore is scattered across documents that expand the world, explain the cult's motives, and occasionally hide clues for puzzles. Reading them is essential if you want the full picture, but the core plot remains clear and engaging without them. Boss fights need you to think and observe how to beat them, often using the environment and not about just emptying ammo to win. It's a smart design choice that helps balance the game, especially since ammo is scarce. I finished the game in about 12 hours with a final rank of B. I didn't get stuck on many puzzles, but the backtracking ramps up hard toward the end. Still, that's part of the genre's DNA, and the reward for persistence is worth it. Visually, Tormented Souls 2 looks strong for its scale. The lighting system carries the tension and the audio design is excellent. Every echo, every distant scream feels intentional. Voice acting ranges from decent to gloriously bad, but that's part of the charm. It leans fully into its retro identity. Tormented Souls 2 isn't reinventing survival horror, it's preserving it. It's slow, deliberate, and terrifying in all the right ways. It's not for players who want constant action, but if you've been craving the feeling of inching through dark hallways, counting bullets, and solving puzzles with shaking hands, this one delivers. Before you dive in though, one important note. My demo save didn't transfer to the full game, so if you played the demo and plan to continue from there, expect to start fresh. For fans of classic survival horror, this is one of the best comebacks in recent memory. For everyone else, it's a brutal reminder of why the genre used to keep us up at night. If you've been waiting for a game that feels like early Resident Evil with modern touches and unapologetic horror, Tormented Souls 2 deserves your time. You can check out Tormented Souls 2 on Steam right now. The link's in the description. And if you enjoy deep dive horror reviews like this one, consider subscribing to Boss Room Banter.